22-yard line.
Come on. Hey. 60 boxes. Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Works over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Rodriguez. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Operating from the gun. Daniels. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
no score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
On the ready. Let's go.
Now a run with Rodriguez. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Rodriguez. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Commanders 8, Cowboys nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The kickoff for Washington.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Blue. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Kill.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Rodriguez. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
19-18.
They go play action. Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Working out of the gun, Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Washington.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter.
Come on. 76.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 box, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Matt Gay on for the Washington field goal. A 21-yard.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to pull the old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
47.
Fourth down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the play.
Play fair. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. C.D. Lamb, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run here with Rodriguez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 9.
Now Daniels. He'll buy some time running. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 51 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Seven Pirates.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
Commanders 19, Cowboys 11.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. A beautiful fake. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Buying time is left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
31. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We're going to 53.
To throw is Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Working the middle of the field, and he's got... Oh, no, he lost the football. And
This is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down.
Yeah, here we go. All right, wait. Here we go, 46. 26.
Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
To kick off for the Cowboys.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Get it?
Off the play fake. Daniels sliding out of the pocket.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Ready up. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Gotta be lying. Buffalo 18.
To throw is Daniels.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. Pass complete, Samuel.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Finding Samuel.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. That's good for Washington. First down.
Here's Daniels.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Go!
Up the middle they go. Rodriguez.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
They'll roll him out right.
at the 8. Here we go, first and goal.
14 more yards. That's good for a Commanders.
Now a handoff running through the middle. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Third and goal.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. To the air goes Daniels. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fire just blew it, man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is first and 10. To throw, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Now Dak. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
What a play there. You got to use that timeout, though.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last shot now for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's
GG.
Drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
If you haven't already, please leave a like on the video, sub to the channel. We're trying to reach a goal of 500 subscribers, man. It's greatly appreciated. Thank y'all for joining.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
If you're still in here, I'm getting ready to end this video. I'm going to start another one in a minute. Appreciate y'all for joining me again. Please leave a like on the video, sub to the channel. It's greatly appreciated.